Hi guys, Crypto Mark back with the next weekly installment of the KRC20 wallet tracking journey. Believe it or not, we're at week 22 as we speak, which is obviously quite a while. So let's just have a little look along, see what we've got. So values today, not a lot changing for most, as has been the recent current theme. Wolfie has gone back up to $139. So it was remember we had the big spike a few weeks ago, then a bit of a drop off. People taking profits as you do. That's what people want to do. Gone back up to $140 9 off. So yet again, the same as last week, the change in the overall portfolio value based more or less on Wolfie. So we'll have a little look at Wolfie as well, actually. But first and foremost, let's have a look at Kaspa itself. 12 cent. What up to? This is the chart of all time, so you can see obviously we had the all-time highs back here, and then we had this drop down which affected all of crypto, and then we've got this nice resurgent bounce back up. So yeah, no concerns or anything like that. Obviously we're on the 10 blocks per second now, making the project more attracted, I would dare say, to tier 1 exchanges. Smart contracts is coming next, so it's mega bullish if we're honest, in my opinion. Again, I'll get the disclaimer in here nice and early. Not financial advice. Anything I discuss on here is just for entertainment and a wallet tracking journey essentially. And just again, I keep banging on about it, but hopefully sort of like a weekly diary that we can all look back on in time and see how low the price was compared to what it'll be in the future. A bit like a Bitcoin sort of scenario when you see the various videos that crop up from time to time showing Bitcoin at like 23 cents and all that sort of stuff, and what's it at, over 100 grand now in it. So yeah, sort of the same endeavours I'm hoping to get out of this, where Kaspa's not in the cents, not even in the early dollars as we tick along. That's the plan. So yeah, we've got the 10 blocks per second in real time there, going nicely. Let's have a look at the KRC20s overall. We'll look at the top performances. So what we've got here, Zeal's down 8, Conan up 5, 149% that's up. Kiro's up 52, Crek's up 41, crikey. So I'm not sure what's going on with those. But Nacho, so we're up to nearly an $18 million market cap. That's been down as low as like 5, 6 recently. So that's doing okay. We've got Zeal in there, which is the new, it's going to be the new exchange, isn't it? New sort of DEX. And we've got, it's the regular same people really, the same Conan, Goat, Krex, Kiro, Kaspi, PP Kas is still knocking about. Yeah, but these have had some big ups today. Not sure what's gone on there. Let's have a little look, see if we can suss it out. Krex. Have a little look at the next page, see what we've got going on. See if there's anything obvious. Official announcement, we are proud to announce. Okay. So official investment by Zealous Swap into Krex. So that's a huge vote of, and that's going to say confidence, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yeah, that's most likely why the price has rocketed up, to be fair. Yeah, that's good. If you remember, we looked at Krex last week, didn't we? We looked at Krex, and they were the guys that were trying to build something in and around the smart contracts with Zealous. So yeah, that is probably much of a muchness in terms of what's sort of playing out with that. Good. Okay, let's have a look back at where were we? What was the other one? I'm just interested to see what's going on. Kiro. Again, huge spike up there. Doesn't look so big on that chart, but right, okay, let's see what's happened. I'm not looking at these that often, to be honest. I'm just when I'm sort of making the videos, but it's a good way of keeping an eye on everything as well. Obviously, making the videos. Can't see anything obvious. No particular announcements of such. Don't know, not sure. So maybe just the bullish sentiment of Kaspa in general. Maybe some of the KRC20s are just picking back up and picking some life up, basically. What else we got going on? Kiros 58, Krex 40, Krog 11. Yeah, out of interest, let's just have a look. Let's have a look at Krex is up 41%, right? Let's just have a little look, just out of interest, at AutoCap 726, hold as 2194. So let's have a little look back here. Krex. So when we bought it, it was at $1 million market cap, 2,056 holders. In March, it was down to $332,000, 2,127 holder accounts. So the holder accounts remained about the same, but the price was $1 million, down to 332,000, and now sort of split the difference. It's back to 7.5. So yeah, that's fine. It's doing what it does. Obviously you will get buys and sells for every project, and that's what keeps the liquidity and the token going. Really, you need someone to sell, you need someone to buy, keep the volume going. No issues. That looks all good. Right, back to the matter at hand. What we're looking at here. We're going to have a little look at some of these. I don't want to make the video too long, so we'll see how we get on as we shape up. So we'll look at Koba first and see if we can see what's happening with that, because what's happening with the price? Steady downward trend. Come back a little bit. It's down like 4x from when we bought it, more or less. So anyway, we'll have a little look. That's not to say that it's dead or anything. Like I referenced last week, and like I have seen with projects in this space and projects in the KRC20s and other spaces, the tokens have just sat and waited for things to change in the whole overall scheme of things before starting to drive on again. So yeah, it was right down there. It's up like almost 50% from where it was at its low. It's up 17% today alone. Volume is on this exchange here by the look of it. Just a little bit on Kaspa bot. So we'll look at the X period, see what's going on. Been around a while, no updates for the if you reposting. That's the one that exchange is on. Showing the increase back then last week. Surge incoming, stay vigilant, it's almost time. Yeah, posting regular enough, so obviously not dead. Yeah, judging from that, it looks fine. Let's have a look at the Telegram if I can get this thing working. See if there's any news. Oh yeah, man, what's going on here? Right, general. Look right down at the bottom. Incoming spam messages by the look of it. Small contract, blah blah blah. I don't think more I'll just give away. It's just people trying to sell their services by the look of it. To be fair, so look at announcements. Nothing since January. Sorry, that was me local lingo kicking in there. Me northeast UK accent. Right, yeah, jury's out, I guess. Not a lot of stuff going on Telegram, but the X page looked alright. There's some volume there. Prices appears to be having a decent jump today. So yeah, jury's out. Let's change that to red, see if we've looked at it. Pirate, let's have a look at that one. First, let's have a look at the price. What's going on here? Oh, 40. Well, yeah, this looks like it's flatline big style when you're looking at this. Then that's not changing week on week effectively. Does not feel too promising price wise. This doesn't look overly clever. Fully minted, 449 holders, 0 volume. That is dependent upon this being 100% accurate, which I have seen instances where it hasn't been. But let's have a look, see if we can get some more insight when we look at X. Snapshot of the trend. Ah, right, okay, right. Total successfully sent a wallet yesterday. So it's not. Okay, right. Looks as though they've migrated or something, a different contract. I'll have to have a look at that because I don't think I'll not be in the top whatever that was 50 holders with the $10 I bought. I wouldn't have thought. So it looks as though I'll just have to do whatever it says on there. Send over your wallet address or what have you to get that collected. Right, we'll leave that one then for now. So something going on, and again that's shown for whatever reason they've changed the contract. I'm not sure what all that's about, but obviously there'll be a reason for it, of which I will find out and update next time. So we'll leave that one as green. Funky, let's have a look at that one. Firstly, let's have a look at the price. Dead, apparently. Right, we'll just verify that or not. Again, you know, it's not beyond the realms of possibility that it's a similar situation where they've changed, migrated or something, and obviously the wallet isn't then picking up the figures. It might be that the liquidity is being shifted somewhere else. Again, fully minted 0. Looks a mirror image of the last one we'll just look at. Let's have a look at X for some clues. Play detective. This account doesn't exist. That's not ideal. It's not ideal. Telegram. Okay, that's not found. So that definitely does look like it's most likely dead. When your X page is gone and your Telegram page is gone, it doesn't bode well, does it really? So we'll change that to really, you know, we'll change that to red. Red for dead. We'll change them to blue for okay. And we'll leave green as to revisit. Kimmy, again, wasn't filling us with confidence price-wise. Just in terms of what's been happening of late. Really love the image on this one as well, you know, Kimmy, to be fair. So I hope it's all right and it's knocking around somewhere and it isn't dead. Love the colours of it as well. Similar to Bird, I think, if I remember rightly. Same situation, 0 volume, decent hold count, still fully minted out. X, what's going on? See, I just like these colours, they work. I like that image. Oh, December 24, that's pinned message though. January, December. They're not all pinned messages, are they? So nothing since January really, which is not filling us with confidence. But we'll have a look. Telegram, anything happening? Right, we've got a page. Announcements, anything going on? December, hey guys, it's a real slow time. Crypto, prepare with family Christmas. You may be getting a holiday. So a couple of months tax returns, crypto, plus in the new year. Right, plan to start doing more things in the new year, which I can't see on face value on looking at it. How do you get to the bottom? What's going on here? Normally when you hit that, it just bounces you to the bottom, doesn't it? I haven't got time to sit and go through, press that until it gets all the way down. Right, what's this here? Pin message. And when's it from? Thanks for your patience. Crypto tanking. It's no big deal. Just have a go. People panic selling. Blah blah blah. From a dev's point of view, there's no point in throwing cash in the ads right now because nobody's buying in the bear market. I dropped 3 created a token. Pump is to waste. Barely any return on investment. Alright, okay, fair enough. Understand that, but when was that from? January. That's a long. Right, okay. I get what they're saying, but you would have thought that there would have been a further update. If that's the last pin message, January, you'd have thought there would have been something more prevalent from now. It's at the bottom now. Right. It's just random pictures, isn't it? Is that just something that's an automated message? Not just a bot message? Yeah, I'll be honest with you, unless anybody knows anything differently, I'm not too inclined to think that there's much happening here, to be fair. So right, I am on the spreadsheet. What we're going to do, we're going to mark it red, I think, to be fair. I will revisit these just in case they come back to life. Also, you know, a bit silly that I'm not. I should be following all these on X. Oh, yeah, I'm following it, right, okay, so I'll see if anything gets posted. It's on notify, right, okay, fine. Kylo, again, appears to be brown bread from what it's suggesting on the figures. Kylo. Yeah, same. No volume, no nothing. X. I'm following it, I should be. December. It's looking like party over. That's just a scam message. That's March. Where are these from? Can't even see where they're from. February. No, it's not looking clever for Kylo, unfortunately. Okay, we'll mark him down as a red again. Baloo. I'm not doing too clever here with these over today, so we'll have a look. Maybe one that's a surprise as well. And it doesn't look like it's going to be Baloo. Getting a similar trend here, similar theme, no volume, no nothing. Old posts, January, December, December. Is it even worth checking Telegram? We'll have a look. Baloo, April, 12 over here. This group's postponed the Baloo tool. Nah, nothing doing by the look of it. And there's not even an extra. April, it just look like spam messages, don't they? And automatic messages. Oops, what have I done there? Baloo is dead as well, by the look of it. Ziggy, again, I'm sure this was the one that was a decent image. Ziggy. Same story. Count doesn't exist. Doesn't exist on there either. Right, unfortunately, Ziggy is also gone. So we haven't had a very good successful review today, like most of them are dead that we've looked at, but this was going to happen. Again, we've got Wolfie to thank for propping the portfolio up. Let's just have a little bosh at Wolfie while we're here. $1.2 million market cap. Not a massive amount of volume, but you know, obviously has been some decent volume for market cap. Looks as though when I made the video last week, it's come straight back up. Yeah, so this is indicative of our spreadsheet. Really, it had that big run, which was like a 4-5x year. Was it more than that? 4 or 5x year, I think. Yeah. Then we had that pullback where people taking profit, which obviously they're entitled to do, and then that steady rebound to here, and hopefully this is the new floor for Wolfie. Let's see what they've got going on X. I caught the tail end of a talk on X, what they're called again, spaces where Wolfie were talking, but it was literally the tail end. Posted 2 hours ago. Wolfie's bar giveaways. Yeah, they still got they're having the airdrops. Again, I spoke about before, they're having the airdrops. People had to hold the NFTs. Some of the sort of things they're selling, the bar stroke coffee. Good, someone's received a free one. There was an EMA there. Yeah, we'll have to give these a listen to and get more involved, to be honest. See what they've got going on. active, very active on here, which is good. So yes, in short, Wolfie are the star performer of our portfolio, and they are what is keeping it going really. We'll box the rest of these off next week, and then we can hone in and focus more and look in more depth at the ones that are still hanging around, and see if we can get involved and see what the future looks like for them, what the roadmap looks like, and all those kind of things. But yeah, we'll keep on going. Again, I'm looking at a couple. I'm interested in another couple potentially to add to the portfolio. So I think I'll start doing that when I start taking some off, not removing them, but factoring in that these are dead, basically. I might start adding another couple in, just so we've got more in the mix on the chart, and see how we go and see how we build and develop. Remember, it could well be that the best KRC20s haven't even come out yet. That's potentially the situation. They might be sitting in the background ready to go. But yeah, as usual, the usual performers, the top 20, I wouldn't put anybody off looking into any of those. And maybe getting yourself a small bag, or do your own exercise like this, potentially. Again, not financial advice. Yeah, but I'll keep pressing on, and I'll be back next week with the next installment. And yeah, I'll see you then, guys. Cheers.